In this video, I'd like to introduce StableLogic and our capabilities in the area of contact centres. StableLogic is an independent consultancy company, and we've got over 30 years experience working with clients on these kind of projects. Of course, every client and every project is slightly different, but in this video, we're going to show you a typical flow of a contact centre engagement, right from the initial onboarding right the way through to project completion.
So once you're onboarded as a StableLogic client, the next step is typically to enter the discovery phase. This is typically a set of workshops for us to understand more about your business, understand more about your environment from a technology perspective, from an operating perspective, and really to help us understand what your business objectives are for the future. Then we kick off the requirements gathering process, which is really a set of workshops designed to extract business requirements from your different stakeholders across different divisions of your business. We collate all those requirements into what we call a business requirements document, a BRD, which allows us to have a central point of reference for all of your business requirements. The next phase is to develop the strategy. This is to build a set of options that could deliver against your requirements. Importantly, they're fully costed options with budgets, benefits, limitations against each of them. We then present those back to you and take your feedback to get to a short list of options and ultimately our recommendation of what you should proceed with. Once the strategy has been signed off, the next phase is to develop a detailed business case, which helps to evidence the actual benefits of why you're doing this, what it's going to cost, and over what time.
Once the business case has been approved and justified, we then move on to the procurement stage. During the procurement stage, there are many key activities which take place. The first stage involves writing the RFP. We tend to give an overview of your company, your current setup, and what you want from the new procured solution. We then move on to the RFP approach. If it's a public sector procurement, we may look to use a framework such as Network Services 2 or G-Cloud. Or if it's a private sector procurement, we will go out to market for a solution which suits your requirements. The third stage is the vendor identification. So we have to identify which vendors will meet your requirements. The next stage involves the RFP distribution, where we will issue the RFP out to the different vendors in the market. Once the RFP has been issued to the vendors, it's normally with them for about 4 to 6 weeks. And during this time, we run a Q&A process where we respond to any questions that the vendors may have. Once we have conducted the evaluation of the RFP responses, we will then shortlist the vendors and invite them to a demonstration day. Here they will come to your client's site and present their proposal to your business. Once this is complete, we then may conduct further shortlisting and enter a negotiation stage with the shortlisted vendors. Following the negotiation stage, we then select a preferred vendor and then commence the contracting.
Once you've selected a supplier, or indeed a range of suppliers during the procurement phase, of course it's necessary to turn that into a contract in order to ensure the supplier delivers on their commitments. This is one of the most important parts of the process and considers elements like service levels, implementation plans, ongoing support arrangements, right the way through to exit arrangements of how you would leave the contract once the contract's completed. We support a lot of clients with those contracting processes. Of course, you'll use your own lawyers in respect of the legal elements. We cover all of the operational elements of ensuring the supplier delivers on their commitments.
After the procurement, we start with the implementation phase and we work closely with your supplier and your internal team to ensure proper governance are put in place with your methodology. Our project management team can provide support in multiple ways, from program governance support to fully managed service to ensure we deliver change. We start off analysing your company requirements to ensure that the delivery according to your contract is met. Once the project management is set, we work closely with your internal team and the supplier to ensure a smooth implementation. With multiple gate reviews, we ensure that the stakeholders are aligned with the direction of the project. We provide specialised support not only in the beginning of the project, but also through the transition of the solution implementation.
As we've explained, we support clients in many different types of contact centre projects. They may be based entirely on technology, or they could look at other areas such as operations through to a full target operating model. We'd really like to understand your needs and your requirements and give us the opportunity to explain how we can bring over 30 years of expertise in order to support you. Please do get in touch.